Yeah. Down in
That's
the
the
way.
only thing that gives me the shit, hey, is if you do the right thing by their partner, eh? No matter what I'm commentating.
I probably did that.
So it's now Malia Tour. Rogers pulled out at fullback wearing jersey 21. Malia Tour. Tane on the wings. Henry the Pup Gamblin.
Testing.
In the centres. Mitchell Windsor Graham in the halves. Brown, Boudoir, Lepo, front row, Henry and Matthews, second row, Pudding. Yeah, I don't do a lot of rugby league, eh? I used to do heaps.
I'd like to extend our appreciation to our sponsors, Sky Sports, Veritech, Sneezy, Mainstream, CCL India, and PLK.
E te tini, e te mano, te nā kātou katoa. Nau mai hara mai ki tēnei pai Aotearoa New Zealand. Rugby League Under-20s. Kia ora, welcome. Talofa and Forsyth Bar Stadium in Dunedin. We're looking forward to New Zealand Rugby League Under-20. Former Tani Wharau Warriors, Kiwi and New Zealand Māori. Back row, Wairangi Kopu is in co-commentary. Kia ora.
Tēnā koe te rangatira e kia no tira mai tahi whānui tēnā koutou katoa. Yeah, beautiful. What a treat for us to call a game of rugby league from Forsyth Bar. It's actually probably, I think it's the first time I've been in the stadium. Actually might be the first time I've ever been to Dunedin, to be honest, Ken, but I feel very welcome down here.
Yes, it's been a tremendous lead-up in preparation for this game. It's game 4 for the South Island team, who come in 1 win and 2 losses on 2 points at 5th position. WaiCoa Bay, 1 win, 1 loss, also on 2 points. But they sit 3rd on the table, given they still have a game in hand. So WaiCoa Bay, Rogers Potter will start at fullback, Malia Toa and Tane on the wings, Henry in the Park, Gamlet in the midfield, Mitchell Windsor and Graham in the halves, Brown, Boudoir, Lepo in the front row, Henry and Matthews, the 2 second rowers, Taua Porima is the loose forward, Sean Field, Rowley, Burgess and Amon Dean to come from the bench, and their coach Alex Parker is with Wairangi Kopu.
Alex, it's important for you guys to keep the momentum going after last week's success.
Yeah, absolutely. We were happy with the result, but some new learnings for the boys in regards to being happy with their performance as well. So a few work-ons for us, and looking forward to seeing the boys improving those this week.
Down a few troops for this game?
Yeah, a couple of boys out from last week's team, but 2 other boys that get an awesome opportunity this week, so looking forward to seeing the boys go out and ripping in.
Good luck to you, brother.
Awesome, thanks mate. Cheers.
And for the South Island team, started in very promising fashion early in this competition. They will start Wasi at fullback, Saki and Tatu on the wings, Faifale and Skipper in the midfield, Wihongi and Ellison in the halves, Favai, Hadaway the captain, and Aima in the front row, Tuli and Wilson in the second row, Worthington the loose forward, Tulia Akiono, Donaldson, Campbell and Max Brown, and their coach Archie Jacobs is with Wairangi.
Archie, important game for you fellas to keep in touch with the top of the table.
Yep. Oh, most definitely. You know, tough loss last week, and the week before that, a sort of narrow loss. So really looking to get back on track, and we've got 2 games to do that, and today it starts. Yeah.
I suppose a great experience for these boys playing in a stadium like this. We don't see very many rugby league games here.
No, it's a wonderful stadium, and the boys came out and just you're in awe of what it was like, and just the atmosphere that can possibly sort of come out of here. So yeah, they're looking forward to it, and great experience for everyone.
What's the message from the coach for this game?
Oh, I've talked to the boys, and our starts have been all right. Game 1 we got off to a good start. Game 2 we were leading at half time. Game 3 last week we were down 4-8, and so it's really about playing a bit smarter. Not harder, it's just smarter, and a couple of effort areas that we want to work on.
Good luck today, coach.
Cool, thank you.
Yeah, thanks to Archie and Alex making themselves available to us. As the 2 teams, Sincere Haraway leading out the South Island team, and Dana Bidwa bringing out the WaiCoa Bay team. It's a great concept, this under-20s. Wairangi, we're looking at the next generation of players, both at the elite level here in New Zealand, and obviously the NRL won't be far away from some of these kids' thoughts. Yeah, fantastic. And when you think of the likes of Joseph Suwali, who's 17 on the verge of making his NRL debut, you can see that a lot of these boys have that potential even at this age. So, yeah, it's a fantastic opportunity for these guys to showcase their skills. And the standard of rugby league has been fantastic, Kent. These boys here, at the moment, we just see them getting together. They're paying tribute to one of the young boys who's in the Southland side, who last week, unfortunately, suffered a stroke. His name was Christian Pesic. And so our thoughts, so Sky's thoughts, New Zealand Rugby League's thoughts are with him and his family at this moment as he recovers. So it's a fitting tribute. As you see the South Island boys, they'll just line up in the C formation just to acknowledge Christian. Acknowledgement for Christian Pesic, originally out of Otago, King's College in Auckland, played for Akarana 15s, and we saw him a couple of weeks ago. Talented player with a very big future, so we wish him and his whānau Inga all the very best. Former All Black Liam Messam said last year that sport is a vessel to express ourselves in context of our celebration and preservation of te reo and tikanga. Watching our young athletes perform. Officials for today, Gary Smallridge is in charge. Sounds like his whistle needs a bit of work. Yes, indeed. Puku o te ika, WaiCoa Bay, they're acknowledging their region and the iwis that they come from. Ngāi Tahu coming to the Ngāi Tahu tribal areas,
bringing with them all their ancestors with them, so sure they'll do their region proud today.
Xavier Mitchell-Windsor. Play underway. South Island will start with the ball 2 metres from their own line. Oh, nice. Welcome. Kyle Aimer with the first carry and met with some strong defence. Now the front row is Brown and Leopold go to work. Now Favre, good front row, this kid. George Favre.
Heavy contact in the first set. These boys are ready to go.
Kyle Aimer. Ball goes behind, so a little bit of space down the left edge now, the South Island. Good shot. Rewity Brown. Nice tackle.
Don't touch him.
Chase.
Another kick. Wihongi gets a good bounce. Wihongi offloaded in the tackle. And the ball's gone forward. A good opening set from the South Island.
Yes, indeed, Ken. And after a really physical start from the WaiCoa Bay and their defensive line, a little kick. Just the bounce of the ball back into the South Island's hands. And
Here's our 10, fellas. Here's our 10. Work with me.
put Rogers Poto under all sorts of pressure.
Square up. On the 0. Yep, away you go.
Let's see how South Island answer.
Well, they begin with the ball 15 metres out from their own line.
Look.
Well, they go to work.
Work, Benny.
Stand
Rogers.
together.
Portal.
2.
Nice and simple. Through the middle. Portima. And the penalty. Great job, WaiCoa Bay. Good 40 metres on their 4 carries now, a penalty.
Yeah, South Island there will just have to fix up their A defenders a little bit wide of the mark, a little bit wide of the ruck. It just meant that Portima could go up the middle, nice and easy. He earned the right for this penalty.
Wait for it.
Rewity Brown. Good first carry.
One marker. Stay out 8. Stay out 8.
Back to right side for Matthews. Now they've got some field position. WaiCoa Bay.
Goal line.
Dana Boudoir.
Yeah, I think he's a bit of trouble there, Bidway. He got picked up and he got slammed on his back, and I'm pretty sure on this hard Forsyth Bar Stadium surface, he's hit his head on the turf, and he's in a spot of bother. I don't think he went past the horizontal. Sorry, Ken, I don't think he went past the horizontal too bad. He just came down very heavy on his back and on his back of his head. He's out for the count there, but wow.
Get him down.
Brown tips on for Caleb Leopold.
Sorry, Robert Matthews, my apologies.
Now back to right side, a bit of footwork from Graham.
1, 2. Clear it.
Boudoir. Sean Field, not much he could do, but they go out the back and then at the line with a nice offload. WaiCoa Bay with the first try, Portima. Nice and patient. It's a nice ball play at the line from Mitchell-Windsor. And it's Portima with the first try.
Yeah, great try. They seized the opportunity there. A little bit of a defensive error from South Island. They shot out of the line a little bit too quick. When we get to see the replay, the hole just opened up. Good interchange between the team. Here it is, the poor pass from dummy half, but a little show and go there from Mitchell-Windsor. He went straight through. Good left foot step to wrong foot, the fullback. Portima crosses over for the first try. It's a good start from WaiCoa Bay.
plenty. Xavier Mitchell-Windsor. Some of you might recognise him from our Sky's coverage of Land Rover First 15 rugby. He was in the Rotorua Boys High First 15. Kid's got some talent and an easy conversion for him.
Came off, mate. Glad he saw the light.
Saw the library.
Here it is again. Just have a look. Nice little show and go. Cam Wilson, he fell for the dummy. Open up the gap. Mitchell-Windsor, good skill. I've been really impressed with how he's played the last couple of weeks. Xavier Mitchell-Windsor.
Kyle Emma. Gets the ball down to the 10, and now Rewity Brown. Another good carry from Brown. Just over the Ivana, trying to quick play the ball now. Bidwa. Good defence from the South Island. Nice job, Wilson. Bidwa. Little inside ball for Jack Henry. It's loose on the ground.
Yeah. Bit of a delay in the call there by the referee, but the right decision was made in the end. I definitely looked forward. A little bit nervous start for both sides. You can see them sort of snatching at the ball a little bit. It means that both teams are a little bit anxious, a little bit nervous.
We saw from that last shot, we showed you about 28 out, which is where the first play the ball is as well. So now Aimer tips the ball on for Worthington. Play the ball on the 20. Favai. Good carry from Favai. Hard to handle the front row. It's 7 metres out now, the South Island. Couple of decoy runners and now at the line. Can't look after the ball. It's set that play up nice through their first 3 rucks as well.
Yeah, unfortunate there for the South Island. They probably needed a player out the back just to stretch that WaiCoa Bay defensive line. Unfortunately, the pass was right at the face of the line. Too much pressure. Snatched at the ball.
WaiCoa Bay carry the ball out from their own quarter. And come down the left edge where they pick up another 10 metres. Malia Toa and Caleb Tania on the wing. That's Tania coming out looking for work. Boudoir. Nice and strong through the middle. WaiCoa Bay patient. Got themselves beyond the 30 now. Boudoir takes a few metres and then turns the ball back on the inside.
Clear! Don't flop in there, 20.
Mitchell-Windsor.
Hold on.
Wasi, he got some talent, this kid Wasi. It's away from the first defender and then picked up by Caleb Lepole.
Movement! Hold! One marker.
Both teams just need to settle down here a little bit. Even on attack, WaiCoa Bay look a little bit frantic. You can see the South Island team at the moment just all bunched in the middle of the field. Start spreading themselves out and running in pairs.
Saki play the ball on the 40-metre line. Favai again through the middle. Dusters off 4 defenders. Another strong carry. He's had a good tournament, this kid, Favai. Now Wihongi. Ooh, the kick was loose. And now Lepale Gamlin run down by Wihongi. But they will start the set of 6. 45-metre line, WaiCoa Bay. Rogers put out. Nice job, Malia Toa. Sean Field picks up some easy meters from dummy half. Boudoir. A little double pump and then Jaden Graham gives a short ball. Graham, the left foot at the line, and then away from the second defender. Graham turns the ball back on the inside. Rewity Brown only had to catch the ball, and it would have been in for their second try.
Great footwork. Great footwork. I'm sure Archie Jacobs, the coach for the South Island side, sending messages out to his boys to get their markers and 8 defenders back together, because at the moment they're just a little raggedy around the inside there. Once again, just saw the holes opening up and players not tying in. Almost cost them another 6 points.
South Island with the ball out from their own line. Tavita Tatu coming from the wing. Do some work in the middle.
Nice run.
Good, strong carry by Fale Noa. For the South Island. Aimer showed the ball on the inside and then went to the line. Good carry. Sincere had a way out from dummy half. The lovely left foot step. He's opened them up now. Right foot step. They're passed. It went forward. No call from the referee. The try looks like it's going to be awarded, and it is.
Yeah, I thought it looked marginally forward as well, Ken, but look, fantastic play from the South Island team. Just all the momentum on their side through those 3 plays. Set up by a couple of great runs. This one, good footwork. Caught WaiCoa Bay flat-footed. I mean, it's only a metre forward. That's fine.
He wasn't forward by much. The Waller deserved the try. Eli Ellison.
That's great work from South Island, particularly the captain.
Sincere held away. He's wearing 14, but he's playing hooker and dummy half. He set that up with a brilliant run down the middle off a couple of quick play the balls. And then Eli Ellison. Wasi. Many opportunities for this kid so far, but he can play. Nice. 6-all. Entertaining game of footy. How about this kid Hardaway? There's the left foot step, right hand fend, right foot step, offload in the tackle.
Yeah, just bamboozled
Nicely.
Dana Bidwar, his opposite captain. Great footwork. Terrific perm mullet as well, Ken. You'd look good in one of those.
Thank you, brother.
Oh, she did last night.
Stay behind, fellas. I'll blow it early. Just go with your kicker.
So 6-all, 35-minute halves. Ellison. Now Kyle Ame got a big motor, this kid. Ame's a hard-working back rower. Now Vaifale Noa. He's carried the ball strong today as well. Now Saki offloads nicely. Sean Field with the tackle now. Favai. First time in the game he's actually tackled at the line. And a little bit of ball play before Saki gets a nice long ball out on the right edge. Skipper at dummy half. Ellison picks the gap between the defence line and the fullback, but the ball goes forward. And now Lepao Gamlin finds a little bit of space.
Yeah, once again, South Island, just a little bit of a miss kick. I think it's happened 3 times now. One's brilliantly fielded by WaiCoa Bay. The other ones have sort of bamboozled them with a with an unlucky bounce in the South Island side. Just unfortunately haven't been able to come up with a clean pill. So something that both sides need to work on.
Good. 3. Stand there. Don't blow it. 3.
Mitchell, Windsor.
That's well outside the just falls short of the 20. So it would have been a 30-20 if he had kicked that. So good set to get them back down in this area for WaiCoa Bay. Good football from both sides.
Here's my touches back. Don't go early. You'll hear my out. Wait till we're all here. We'll go down together.
South
Get
Island
13.
will
Wait
start
for him. Wait for 13. Lock it all up, fellas.
this set.
Yep.
About 23 metres out.
Give me a 10, touches. Give me a 10.
Skipper.
Give me a 10, Liam. Stand out. Hands away. Out. Lock it in. Both on.
Haraway for Favai.
Move! Hands out.
Straight
Come
down
on.
the middle as he has been
2.
for a year now.
He's a problem. Well, looks at things.
Worthington.
They don't have fullback at the moment, WaiCoa Bay, because Rogers Poto was down in the background. I think he might have copped a boot to the face.
Ellison held the ball up. Coming in on the inside, Jack Skipper.
4. Hands. Come on, mate.
Ellison. Haraway. Aimer. Gives the ball short for Favai. Bounces off the first defender easily. Haraway with the ball along the ground. Now foot race is on. Good chase. Nearly a fantastic end to that set.
Yeah, that ball ricocheted all over the place.
Rugby Union in goals too.
Yeah, Rugby Union in goals, so very deep. Usually only about 6 metres in Rugby League. But
Behind the line when you kick it, fellas.
10.
Go with your kicker.
they did a good job there, Tony, to get back and cover for his team.
All set. This is why we've got to break, fellas. Wait for this fella. Wait for your man.
Well, and then he slipped over on the end there too.
We'll wait for it.
Copped it from the barrier. Might have hurt himself too.
Caleb Tunney.
While you got the chance. Good stuff.
Yeah, Rogers, they're just waiting on Rogers Bodo,
Just send him round the back. Like no
number 1 for WaiCoa Bay side.
Placement just round the back. You bring him on side.
He's had some injuries, hasn't he? Oh, it's Parker
Kick it that far, or do you want to play on?
to deal with.
Yeah, yes indeed, yep. He had a broken leg in the first game. And had a couple, he lost a couple last week as well. All moted up on it. Their
Behind him, winger.
the regular fullback. He
Stuff up together.
pulled a groin.
Favai, George Favai. His lines up.
Movement!
A couple of WaiCoa Bay defenders and charges straight at them.
Stay out.
Worthington.
Thanks, buddy. Finish it off. Finish it off. No, help 2. Tackle 2.
Work at the tackle, WaiCoa Bay. Haraway. Yeah, a little double pump. Wasi.
Backwards.
Oh, the ball's not taken cleanly the first time.
Stand! He was up.
He earned that right. That penalty was
Hold that
run
line there,
back on
fellas.
the
Wait for
inside,
the
got
foot.
Founders front.
Happy. Nice and low.
Aimer.
Goal line! Move!
They're just 4 metres out. Favai.
Tackle 2!
Now for the dummy half. Haraway. Favai committed the defenders. A quick play the ball. And the captain did the rest.
Yeah, there was a gaping hole there. Only one marker and the A defender wasn't close enough, so great recognition from Sincere Haraway there to recognise where the space was and showed one way quick enough to get in there Scored a try, second try for his team. He's been a massive problem. 5'8", George 5'8" for WaiCoa Bay defence, and here it is. And that was an invitation.
He's got a big work rate. He's a big body as well. First saw him a couple of weeks ago against the Central Districts team. They lost, but he had a tremendous game. And he started this game as well with strong carries. Problem for Wasi, so they jump out 12-6. South Island over WaiCoa Bay.
Yeah, there's been some really good battles between the big men in this competition. 5'8", R4, the Auckland side. Some of those Central Districts big men are doing a great job for their sides as well.
We'll see them tomorrow, of course. Live on the home of sport, Sky Sport, tomorrow afternoon at 12 o'clock. Central Districts will host Northland, Northern Districts, from Jerry Collins Stadium.
Timing again, fellas. Go with him.
In Porirua.
Waiting.
Mitchell Windsor down the middle. Allison. Worthington runs. Kyle Lehman runs with some pump.
Release, don't work him. Just play it. You've shortened it.
Sucker. And the penalty. So that'll get them out of their own half with 6 tackles up their sleeve.
South Island must have a tactic that they recognise how good their dummy half runners are. When their outside backs get in to take a run, they're causing all sorts of trouble because they're very compressed out of yardage there. Okay, but they're not adjusting to it.
Worthington, Wilson, Aimer, George Favai coming off a second man play and mixing up their offense a little bit. The South Island. Aimer, flat ball, straight down the middle. Aimer pirouettes out of 3 tackles. Kyle Aimer, strong, determined run. He got no right to score there, but just shows you bend your back and be determined, you'll get rewarded. That's a great try from Aimer.
Indeed, Ken, there is no substitute for hard running. Kyle Aimer just kept the legs pumping. Defenders fell off him. Just the fullback to beat in the end. He got out of 3 of those tackles. Just keep the legs going. Tane, he couldn't stop him. Big man crosses over for a try, and his team's pretty happy about it.
Well, he's 4th in the MVP rankings across the competition. Kyle, talked about him a few times, but he's got a big motor, he's got a high work rate, always available to take the ball up, hits hard and hits often. And he got rid of 5 defenders in that try. Go back to that penalty. WaiCoa Bay conceded inside the South Island half. They come back.
Let's go, Zana.
That's all Kyle Lehman. You can't coach what he just did. You can talk about it, but that's all him, isn't it?
Yeah, great skill there. Just rolled out of a tackle. The new man on the field, actually, Brooklyn Rowley. His first set indeed. Should have been fresh. Needed to be a little bit better than that. Making that first up contact. A little bit disappointed with himself. I'm sure he want to make amends in this set.
Mitchell Windsor. Allison. Aimer again, carry straight through the middle. Jack Skipper. Nice and simple coming out of their own quarter, the South Island. Waifale Noa play the ball 5 metres inside their own half. And now Wasi, the fullback, offloads in the tackle by Waifale Noa. Tackle 4, they're inside their opponent's half. Haraway, Allison, whipped around right to left, and then a nice cut-out ball on the left edge. Only a desperate ankle tap. Stop Tatu. Haraway, first receiver, puts the ball along the ground. It's not taken cleanly. Back-to-back tries, Baden and Worthington. For the South Island is rewarded with a chase.
All of the running is with the South Island side. Fantastic set to set them up. They're just struggling on the back foot at the moment, WaiCoa Bay. Just clean bowled. So it's Caleb Tane, obviously the makeshift fullback. He's usually out in the left wing. He had to slide on there and couldn't contain that ball. He should have did a better effort than that. The ball was kicked straight at him.
Well, it's the simple, structured nature of the South Island. Good carries, good completions. Roll the kick in the ball in the in goal, knowing that they're big in goals as well. Bussets 4 from 4. They'll push out to 24 points to 6. South Island.
What a first half. South Island, here it is, a nice little kick through. Plenty of numbers there and chasing. Had plenty of time for it too. Not too much pressure on him, just took his eyes off the ball ever so slightly, and Worthington on the spot.
Mitchell comes up and picks out Allison. Aimer again, first carry from the kickoff, puts his hand up. Aimer to start their set of 6. 24 metres out from their own line. Now Worthington. Rare error from the South Island will give WaiCoa Bay possession and some field position.
Yeah, Haraway there, throwing his hands up in the end. A bit of frustration. He obviously thought the ball was forced free. WaiCoa Bay, but a little bit of luck for them. Maybe an opportunity to shorten this deficit between the two sides going into halftime.
Graham at the line, a little double pump to get Lepoa. Gamlin on the right edge. Mitchell wins up. So they got great field position. They need something special. Dean with a good carry. 2 metres out now. Bidwa. Good flat ball and a driving run from Rowley. Field. The defence were waiting. That's great defence. Aimer, Haraway, driving him back on the last tackle. Now, Graham with the kick. Oh, it's another chance. Ball's loose. There's been a million knock-ons in there.
Yeah, I think it might be a South Island knock-on first, which is where the ball came back to WaiCoa Bay's possession. So they get another opportunity. Here's the kick. There was actually a gaping hole out there. If Graham could have passed the ball out to his centre, the play or Gamlin.
WaiCoa Bay. Mitchell Windsor at the line. Taken by Wasi. Bidwa, dummy half, picks up a few metres and then gives the ball late. Looked like it was knocked on, and then he goes himself, Bidwa, the captain. Thought there might have been a hint of a knock on, but no call. Tries awarded.
Yeah, good try to the captain, Bidwa. One of the South Island players actually got his hand in between the pass and knocked it down, which is why the captain ended up with the ball again. He's a special for a try. Here it is again. He was looking for his big prop there in Amma. Sorry, he got his big mitt in the way. Strong enough to push his way over Bidwa. Let's carry 3 to the line, so good reply from WaiCoa Bay.
Another product of Little Boys High. Dana Bidwa. They just haven't had decent field position. Made a few errors and let their opponents off the hook a couple of times. You can see once they get within striking distance, they can get it done.
My son's in his first year at Rotorua Boys High, the school this year.
Oh yeah?
Yep. Year 10, he's already cut his hair into a mullet.
Mitchell Windsor misses.
Must be that breeze coming from right to left.
So look for Kyle Lamer's hand. It's there that loses the ball forward, so that's play on. And Dana Bidwa, no problem from that distance.
Let's go south.
24 points to 10, 35-minute halves in the under-20s, the inaugural New Zealand Rugby League under-20s competition for this generation of players coming through, and some significance. First game at this age grade level being played at Forsyth Bar Stadium here in Dunedin as WaiCoa Bay bring the ball back strongly. Oh, didn't they make a mistake? Oh, stolen in the tackle after Brooklyn Rowley. He can carry the ball, Rowley.
Yeah, he's a big, tall kid too. See him down on the field sometimes. Must be pushing 6'3", 6'4".
That determined run over the top of the first defender. Needs 3 more to come in and stop him.
Catch it, Dave.
Nice job, Rowley. He goes again, first carry, Rowley. This time the defence handling. Bidwa. Right side play for Sean Field. This is better from WaiCoa Bay. Graham looking for runners.
Rowley wasn't expecting that before he was going to go out the back. Otherwise, that's a good run.
Terrific run from Dean. Gets his team inside the 20 and a quick play of the ball. Mitchell Windsor with a cut-out pass. The ball's loose. Not able to control it. So they lose the momentum. Last tackle. Front rower. Dean with a little kick. Not sure about that.
I'm sure he wasn't expecting it on the last either, Dean, but you've got to love props with a little bit of confidence. And I mean, they're confusing confidence with ability, but still.
Wasi. Just dummy half run and hit ups, and they've gone over the halfway. Favai played big minutes. 33 minutes of hard work from Favai. And now WaiCoa Bay on the return. Nice run. Malia Toa.
You just want to see a little injection of energy here from WaiCoa Bay with just under 2 minutes to go in the half. If they can come up with some points and shorten this deficit within the converted try.
Not sure that field was expecting that ball either, so they just lost their way at the back end of the last couple of sets, WaiCoa Bay. But there have been some strong carries from Dean in particular, and Rowley really leading the way, trying to get their team back in the contest.
Disappointing for Eugene Davies and Alex Parker. They've got a defender set here now. They'd hate to let her leak another try in before half-time.
Jack Skipper, he's had a good tournament as well. Skipper, hard to handle. And Saki, the dummy half, picks up 5 metres. Ellison. There's a nice short ball for Karen Wilson. Haraway. Wihongi. Little double pump out the back for Wasi. Good read in defence. Terrific read in defence.
Yeah, tackle needed to be made.
On the last tackle, the ball is dragged in by Portima. So under pressure, WaiCoa Bay, they were up.
And he felt that Caleb, Tavita Tatsu, is still down there. Good contact between him and the winger.
35 minutes of entertaining the rugby league at the under 20 level here from Forsyth Bar in Dunedin. And South Island, they lead at the half by 24 points to 10.
Will they pick a TV team also? Yeah. That's great. Just play here. Just on here? No. Bring on the rain. You gonna watch cricket later?
Well, we've seen 5 tries scored here. Or should I say 6 tries? It's been an entertaining spectacle. 24 points to 10. South Island lead off the back of some very good work from their forward pack. And WaiCoa Bay, they did score the final try in the first half. But there was some very good tries scored in this match.
Yes, indeed, Kent. It was WaiCoa Bay who opened up the scoring with this fine piece of work of Mitchell Windsor. Portima crosses over their lock. Then from then on, it was all South Island. This is the captain, Haraway, had a great run. Almost passed it. Ellison crossed over for their first. And of course, the captain ended up with his own one as well. Gaping hole for the dummy half to get out and cross over. Didn't need much of an invite. Then Wasi got over. Sorry, this is Amer. This is their big prop. Great run from Kyle Amer. Busts through. The big man, the big prop, crosses over for 4 points. And then Worthington off a little kick and a mistake from the makeshift fullback in Katatani. Worthington, the lock for South Island, crosses over for the last of their tries in the first half. And then off the back of an error, the captain for WaiCoa Bay, Benoit, gets the ball back and manages to push his way over the line. And so we ended up with our score 24 to 10.
4 tries to 2. And the South Island ahead by 14 at the half.
So again, it's a real pleasure of mine to be able to recognise some of the services that Tefili gave to our game. He was awarded in 2019 Distinguished Service from New Zealand Rugby League for some of those efforts, but I'd like to recognise him from the Otago Rugby League and say a massive, huge thank you to Tefili, and I'd like to award life membership here for Tefili Tauta. Right, that's it for me on that, and we'll pick up running shortly, but again, thank you very much to those two outstanding athletes in the game and the contributions they made over these years. We keep running, but always
Welcome back to Forsyth Bar Stadium in Dunedin. We're getting ready for the second half of what has been an entertaining spectacle so far. More so for the South Island and WaiCoa Bay, who lead by 24 points to 10. And Wairangi Kopu for WaiCoa Bay. All they need is the ball and some field position, and we know they can be competitive.
Yeah, they need to do their best to try and stop some of these big forwards from the South Island as well. Making good inroads early on in their set, and then obviously Sincere Haraway is doing a great job out of dummy half. This will get them going.
Brooklyn Rowley, gee, he's really added some energy to this WaiCoa Bay team. Rowley with his running and his aggression, and there's a good strong run as well from Dean. Bumps off the first defender. And they attack the middle, Jack Henry. There's 3 good rucks from WaiCoa Bay.
I'm sure that Eugene Davis and Alex Parker would be pretty happy that WaiCoa Bay came away with the try just before the end of the half to give themselves a fighting chance into this one, but they've got plenty of work to do. I know that Archie Jacobs pretty happy with the efforts of his men as well.
Good set of opening, set of 6 from WaiCoa Bay. And South Island have to start the set 8 metres out from their own line. Wasi with a run from dummy half. WaiCoa Bay, they need to put some pressure, try and force a turnover. As the South Island come away with the ball. Tatu. Now Vaifale Noa, he's had a good game as well. Vaifale Noa runs hard, takes a lot of pressure off his forwards. Haraway. Jack Skipper, centre partner.
Option there for a run if they want it.
Ellison with a kick. Not able to take it on the full by Tane.
Completions from both sides to start the second half. Always helps. It's a goal for most sides. Really aim to try and complete the first 5 sets of the half. Really establish some dominance.
Henry. Sean Field, dummy half. Graham showed the ball on the inside, went to the outside. Graham before being picked up in defence by Tuli. Bidwa. Wasi does well. Mapu Wasi to take the ball on the full. The kick return. He's got a runner coming on the inside as well on the first tackle, and it's going to be the Salavai Falenoa is under the post. A terrific take under pressure from Wasi, the fullback. Scooted down the left edge. And then the inside ball for Vaifale to get their first try in the second half to South Island.
Yeah, fantastic play. Unfortunately for WaiCoa Bay, they just had no one really back there. You can see the ball went up. Fantastic take. And he was away. He really only had to beat Rogers Bodo, who was back on the field after being taken off injured in the first half. Plenty of pace for Valle. That's the way that Archie Jacobs would have wanted his men to start this half.
Vaifale Noa, a centre on your screen in jersey 3. He has played most of this game around the ruck, taking the ball forward, working the ball out of his own half, helping his forwards. Haven't really seen him out in the open spaces. Just reminding us he can play tough and around the A and B defenders, and he can challenge down the edge as well. Now, Wasi, who started it off with a brilliant take. Kicked 5 from 5 as well, Wasi.
Yeah, the centres for South Island have been really good in this game. Real hungry for work. You can see them coming around the ball early on in the yardage set to try and get a carry. I mean, as a forward and a back rower myself, I would have quickly told them to get back out to your edge, but And when they can score tries like this, well, they come in and do the work, son.
Terrific try. Number 20. Some of these kids are only 17 years old, playing at this level. And looking very comfortable as Jesse Wihongi opens up with a bit of footwork, gets in behind the WaiCoa Bay defenders. It's a terrific run, a little show and go. And he'll play the ball 34 metres out, Wihongi. Now Vai Whalenoa down the middle from dummy half. Tuliaki on it. 17 metres out. Aimer out the back for Allison. And they're coming back on the inside. Wilson offloads the ball. That's a wonderful try from the South Island. All the work done on the left edge, and then the try scored on the right edge. Now Wihongi, well, it won't be his name in the paper tomorrow, but he's all over that try, Wihongi.
Yeah, full of confidence, full of running. South Island side really started from the break off the kickoff. The one thing I know that Eugene Davis and Alex Parker will be very disappointed in some of his big men who just let number 6, Jesse Wihongi, just stroll through the line. South Island, one set, back-to-back tries. Streaming away 34, 24 the difference now. I see Blake Ashford there delivering the message. I'm sure is he has a burning from coaches' messages. They have to take a good look at themselves here, WaiCoa Bay, and see if they can turn around some of this momentum. Because at the moment, with every set, this South Island side is getting more and more confident.
I see. First miss. This is the last play. Saki, the right winger, his little second man play, and then Wilson in between two defenders.
Yeah, they were really stretched for numbers on that side, which meant they just had to keep backing off.
Waione Saki. Mitchell, Windsor. Aimer. Picked up by Purima. And Lepale Gamlin. Skipper of the South Island. Coming hard onto the ball. Good meters down the middle from Saki, the try scorer. And then some easy meters. Haraway with the right foot step down the middle of the ruck. Again gives his team terrific field position. Wihongi. Tuli gets the ball away by Whalenoa with a draw and pass. Tatu only had to catch that ball, he would have been in.
Well, that was a certain try. It was just a catch and pass, really. He sent it to winger. They were over for back-to-back tries. They're doing all sorts here. They're really going to have to work on some of their first up contact. Now they've come up with an error, so more possession for South Island. Lehman's pretty happy about that. Might get a double.
Foot on the line, fellas, foot on the line. Where you
are. See the attitude for the WaiCoa Bay side there. Pretty deflated. Heads are down. Searching for themselves a little bit in that scrum.
South Island with another set of 6. Allison dummied on the inside and picked up Wase, who's going to canter in for an easy try. off a WaiCoa Bay error. Nice and simple.
Hey, come now.
Like I said, pretty deflated at WaiCoa Bay side. They've almost thrown their hands up in the air a little bit here. One-on-one defensive efforts are pretty poor. The South Island side. Seen glimpses of how good they can be in the last couple of weeks. They really pushed Central Districts. They were the leading side in this competition and gone really well. Even though they were beaten well last week against Auckland Blue. They actually played really well. They played really tough. They were just beaten by a really well-drilled side. But now we've seen glimpses of how good they can be. Really challenge some of these teams. Fantastic, Ken, to see the level of competition spread amongst the country.
Well, if we want to keep the game attractive, giving it exposure on TV, one of the many tools that are available to keep young people involved and engaged in sport. Some of these kids, I think, are still at school. Some of them, it's their first or second year out. Good incentive to play and a terrific initiative by the New Zealand Rugby League. And being able to put the game on at a world-class stadium like this is tremendous, as well as Mapu Wasi, who's not only had a terrific game today, but he's had a fine competition so far. A young fullback. He's got a hat-trick against Northland in round one. Been a big threat. Every time he gets near the ball. Tough for WaiCoa Bay on your screen now. We all know what it's like to be on the back end of score lines like they're facing at the moment. Find a way. Keep their heads up. Stay positive. Get their hands on the ball. Whack a couple of blokes and force an error. All of those things, Wairangi, we talk about.
Yeah, that's
better.
That's the key. Just need a little bit of a momentum shift. Something to spark the rest of your team. One big run. One good solid tackle. One back-to-back effort, and things could change. It's plenty of time left in this game.
By Whalengoa.
Release!
4 tackles. Hadaway kicking. WaiCoa Bay, they start with the ball on the 20, play the first ruck on the 30. And Brett Henry.
2, clear! Safe, Tony. 3,
Jack Henry. Dean. That's a good run, Dean.
4, move!
They need somebody to go with him. Dean is making good inroads. Aim on Dean every time he hits the ball up. If he can get an arm free, especially post line, somebody needs to be on the back of it.
Sean Field. He reacted. He reacted to the tackle from Wihonge. Ends up conceding penalty and then gets a lecture on the meaning of life from the referee.
Keep talking, captains. Keep talking.
Yeah, some of these young boys, they bite real easy.
14, big breath. Come on, sort it.
And, at this scoreline as well, you can frustration levels start creeping in. Start getting a little bit heated.
Kelly Donaldson.
Hands away.
They need to be aggressive though. WaiCoa Bay, if you want to get in, we'll find a way to get back in the contest. Hit hard, hit often, make a dent. Back to right side now. Haraway at first receiver. Tuliaki Ono played the ball on the 20.
Good work, 14, thank you.
Aim up. Good tackle.
Hands away!
Porima. Rewati Brown. Ellison, a little kick along the ground, and the ball's not tidied up. So they concede another try. Kean Wilson again on the chase.
Yeah, unfortunately for Caleb Tane, that's the second time he sort of casually tried to pick the ball up on the run, and it's just gone straight through his hands. This time he's coming from the wing to try and clean it up, and he put himself in good position. It's just the execution needed to be a bit better, and that's a tough one to pick. I got to give the kid, I suppose, go easy on the kid. It's really hard to try and pick that ball up, but potentially what needed to happen was you just need to get down and fall on that ball and just shut it down as quickly as possible.
Extends the lead to 44-10. Kean Wilson. It's a hard-working back row. Rewarded. Chasing hard. There it is on the last tackle. You had to go past 3 WaiCoa Bay players to score that. Wilson, good determined run from the second row. Now to South Island, Ellison. Good way with a good contact. Tuli. WaiCoa Bay, where they got to make their mark in defence. Waifale Noa hard and in between 2 defenders. Geez, he had some game, this kid, the centre. Off that, quick play the ball and strong run. Haraway picks up another 12 metres. Ellison showed the ball on the inside and a nice cutout pass to pick up Saki. On the right edge, Ellison staying alive with the ball out the back door for Wilson. Great play from the South Island team, and now Ama was trailing on the inside and didn't get the ball. And now they shift. Haraway.
Yeah, no one out there. If it holds up. The vision was great by Haraway. He knew they were stretched on the right side. WaiCoa Bay. Fortunately, the execution of the kick just wasn't good enough. His winger was unmarked too if he got the ball out there. WaiCoa Bay, they're in all sorts now. It's a nice little offload.
Windsor. Mitchell Windsor down the middle. With the offload and the tackle. Now Dean, he's been one of their best, Dean. Another good carry from the front rower.
It's just no one.
An advantage for South Island after Field lost the ball in the middle of the ruck. Waifale Noa again, he's running at the heart of the WaiCoa Bay defence. Max Brown at dummy half, Jack Skipper. Ellison. Down the middle for Tulu. Loses the ball, that's better. Result for WaiCoa Bay.
Tulu just, the ball jolted free there as he hit the ground. They're chancing their arm a little bit more now, South Island. Pretty confident that they've got this game in the bag. Starting to play some rugby league. Okay, Bay here. You see them have a go with each other, really. At the moment, we're all just waiting for the next play rather than pushing up in support. One out runs, that's
Jack Henry. Go to the line in 2s and 3s to give them some options. Bidwa. And now Rarewity Brown.
3, clear!
Field at dummy half. Gemlin. Bidwa. Dean. That left arm available, Dean, but he couldn't get the pass away. Mitchell wins that. It's a good kick and a terrific take from Saki, the right winger, and wins the penalty, which will relieve more pressure. Great job from Saki.
yeah, flop from Mitchell Windsor there. To be honest, that flop was actually probably needed because the quick play the ball there and WaiCoa Bay, their defensive line, 6s and 7s, and you could see Haraway just lining up to try and get the ball. An easy out of their own half for South Island, but I suppose it gives WaiCoa Bay more chance to recoup.
Wilson, another good contribution, and then Ellison. A return ball for Wilson, staying alive. He just carried. Wilson, another player having a terrific game. Wilson, Aimer at the line, lets the ball go early. Tuliakiono. Max Brown at dummy half. A couple of decoy runners, they go out the back door, and now Tatu. Just stays in the field of play by Falenoa for Donaldson. They're lining up on the right side. They're lining up on the long side, the South Island, and they go to Tuliakiono on the last.
Yeah, that's one way to bring down the big man just before the line. Tuataua Orima with a grass-cutting tackle. But they're stuck deep inside their own half, and that'll give them a little bit of an opportunity to get out of here. Must have had his foot on the line there. Tavita Tatu. As he tried to bat that ball back in, so.
Wait for the foot, wait for it. Movement! Don't work him! Stand!
Put him up.
2! Clear! Come on up.
Graham, a couple of runners coming. Boudoir offloads in the tackle for Mitchell Windsor. Max Brown throws him to the line. He'll play the ball from the 10-metre line inside the South Island half now. Brett Henry.
4 now, stand, hands out, tackle 4. 5, clear! 5!
It's hard going for the WaiCoa Bay now. The kick on the last tackle. Got 3 chasers and the ball's gone forward. Off a WaiCoa Bay player.
Yeah, I think that was the right call. Boys there getting up to compete for the ball. I think definitely came off one of the WaiCoa Bay players.
Zero.
Still no points in this half for WaiCoa Bay.
Tatu with the first carry. Jack Skipper. And a couple of hard-working centres, the South Island team. They easily mistake them for back rowers, such as their work rate carrying the ball forward. Vaifale Noah, what a game he's had, the centre. Max Brown and Aima, second man play, then a cutout ball. Really challenging WaiCoa Bay on that right edge. Waione Saki, who's driven over in defence.
Good D there, eh? Hey, good D.
Yeah, good job there, Mike. WaiCoa Bay going on centre. Shut it down pretty quickly. Move their man over the sideline, so South Island won't be too disappointed with that. Just chancing their arm a little bit, trying to let the ball go.
Touches, fellas, touches. Lock it up,
10 minutes in this competition. It's a relatively short competition. For and against is probably going to play a part for some of these teams.
Pale Gamlin.
Hands away! Move there, stand. Don't touch it.
First ruck. And Caleb Leopold taking on the tackle of Tulu
Clear it. You're there.
Field.
Three!
Sneaks 5 metres out from dummy half. Boudoir, Dean.
Four! Move!
And a good tackle, Wilson. And Winslow Mitchell kicks late along the ground. The chase is on.
Black, fellas. I'm happy.
Good possession here for the WaiCoa Bay side.
Yeah, just scrum, fellas. Thanks, Len.
An opportunity for them to post some
Yeah, knock on white.
points before the end of the game.
Black ball. Off white, yeah.
So it will be an attacking scrum for WaiCoa Bay on the 10-metre line.
Fellas, don't go early.
15 metres in. So they've got a good blind side, pasted out on that left edge. There's Brett Henry on the left. You can see the bottom of your screen, they've got numbers down the right side, but they're going to go left. Windsor Mitchell gets the ball away and the tackle, it goes behind Henry. Just lost their way, a relatively simple play under pressure. They make an unforced error in South Island.
Yeah, well, Eli Allison as well. He
Put on the line, fellas, but the touchies.
was got shepherded from the referees. He wasn't able to get out there and try and make the tackle. Unfortunately, the ball just didn't go to hand for WaiCoa Bay, so opportunity there. Scored their first points of the second half, and he was missing.
Next line, fellas, next line. Hands way out. Don't touch.
Callum Donaldson.
Tackle 2, release. And roll. One mark is there.
Brown. Wihongi tips on for Vaifale Noa, gets on the edge of 2 defenders, gets around the Vaifale Noa. Now it's a foot race, comes off the left foot, holds up the final defender. This is a spectacular finish for one of the game's most outstanding players. Elisala Vaifale Noa, no room, centimetres away from the touchline, and look at the pace, look at the footwork, and look at the talent by Vaifale Noa.
Now good. One of the tries of the tournament so far for me. Just an individual effort, in and away. Got around his winger, too much pace for Burgess. And then a good change of direction. He sized up what he had to work with. Rogers Poto couldn't stop the big man, just too much speed. Agility has definitely been one of their best today. Bit of soul searching going on in that huddle. I'm sure WaiCoa Bay would have came into this game fairly confident they could come away with a victory here. And South Island, they've just, after that first try at WaiCoa Bay, they just turned it on.
We hung it with the little tip on, and there he is. A little inside, outside to get away from two defenders, and look what he does to Rogers. Put a little in and away out of St. Thomas, Canterbury College, a Canterbury boy, Waifale Noa. And his work rate, he's a tough kid as well. He's been around the ruck most of the game. A couple of times we've seen him out wide. He has been sensational. And you're going to see some good tries in 2021. That one will be in them, for sure. Waifale Noa. Mitchell wins that. George Fa'avai got big minutes in the first half. Giving the big fella good rest in the second half. And one of the best front rowers in this competition, Fa'avai. Now Waifale Noa, here he is, through the middle, making yards in the hardest part of the field, where the defence is the most congested. It's another good carry from the centre.
Yeah, he's having fun out there.
Skipper. Centre partner, they're good combination as well. On the left edge and right edge, Skipper and Waifale Noa. Brown now first receiver. Tuli pushes away the first defender. Last tackle. And now Haraway with a bit of footwork on the last tackle. Now the kick along the ground, gets it back. Sincere Haraway. There's so many kids have been outstanding in this game today. And the captain led from the front from start to finish.
Yeah, what an effort by the young man. He's playing tag football out there, I'm pretty sure. Swivel, a turn, a pirouette, little jab through the line. Last tackle. Recognised that the markers, they weren't set. Little kick through the line there. Right, fantastic try.
Linwood cares. Haraway, famous Linwood club in Christchurch, out of the west coast originally. A little pirouette, couple of little dance moves there. Mapu, Wasi. Comfortable kicking style, and he's been tremendously successful. But Haraway, have a look at this, a little bit of pirouette, a bit of rock and roll, and then a kick along the ground, gets the ball back, stays honest in the chase and gets the try. He has been such a big part of the South Island offence today, the captain. Haraway, busy with the ball, brilliant footwork, got the kicking game, the running game, the passing game. Operates a dummy half as well, so he's a big part of their go forward. He's having a terrific season, and he's been outstanding today. In the team that's been full of star performances as South Island again bring the ball back from the kick-off with energy and with vigour. Max Brown, a dummy half. And Tatu taking easy meters off the WaiCoa Bay defence. Jack Skipper. It's all going the way of the South Island today. They open them up down the right edge. They got numbers again. Skipper. A little draw and pass, and Mapu Wasi will have the final say. And they're down on confidence, WaiCoa Bay. Been a hard struggle for them to get back into the contest. Haraway is operating on the left-hand side of the park, and then he comes back to the right. And then the little draw and pass Skipper, who's been terrific today. And Wase, no defender in front of him when he received that pass. And now, he'll attempt to convert his own try out of Linwood Cares in Christchurch. Mapu. They will advance to 2-2. Improve their position on the table, the South Island. And full time. And there's been an emphatic public statement from the South Island team of how good they can be in this competition. Put on 62 points in 70 minutes, only conceding the 2 tries. Good and tough around the middle. Defensively, they were outstanding. And when it came to the variation of their attack and their offense, they were absolutely outstanding. And in the end, a dominant 62-10 win for the South Island against WaiCoa Bay.
Thank you, sir. Pleasure working with you.
Throwing down to our MVP, Mapu Wase, who was with Wairangi Kopu.
Congratulations, MVP, mate. Picked up the 3 points for today. Pretty happy about your efforts.
Yeah, no, pretty good, eh? And it's been training hard for the past few weeks, you know. All those losses and coming back today, so it feels good. Yeah.
Looks like the boys had a little bit of fun out there.
Yeah, no, they did, eh? It's hard work, but like, we got there at the end, eh?
What was it like playing under this stadium for the first time?
It's unbelievable, eh? Like, unreal. Yeah.
Congratulations, brother.
So thank you, man.
Well, they are a real good team, and we've seen like what they did last week was, yeah, we watched that game, reflected and seen what we had to do to beat them, and now they're a talented side, but we just turned up on the day. Proud of the boys.
Seemed like after WaiCoa Bay scored the first try, you guys just flicked into another gear, and then from then on in, it was just a confident, upbeat type of play.
Yeah, when we tend to let the team score straight away, like in pretty much every game, but now we just had to flick the switch, reset, and even though we were scoring a lot of tries, we just kept that same mindset, reset in the law, and just played that full 70.
You fellas were fantastic today, mate. Congratulations and good luck for next week.
Thank you.
Well, the captain was outstanding as well, could easily have been the MVP. Mapawasi picks up 3 points. Sincere Haraway, who we've just spoken to, the captain, picks up 2. And Elisala Vaifale Noa picked up 1 point for his tremendous work rate in this game. 3 of many players who were outstanding for the South Island today. And here's the MVP, Mapu Wase, who took that wonderful ball in the air on the last tackle. And then Vaifale Noa with the finish, a clear run to the line after a brilliant take from Wase. And then Saki got to work down the right edge. Lovely catch and pass, and then Wilson with the offload. And then Wase himself, a little second man play in between 2 defenders. A nice little change of direction with his right foot to get the try done. And then have a look at the chase from Wilson, the second rower coming out of the line. Thoroughly deserves a try. Then an outstanding piece of individual brilliance from Vaifale Noa with a lovely right foot step to get on the outside. Then look at the work that he does on the fullback. In and away, a little left-hand fan. An absolute brilliant try from Vaifale Noa. And then Haraway, look at this individual talent from the captain. No room to move. And then our MVP at the final say. Haraway, the captain, changes direction. He started off on the left edge, they shifted down the right. And then Jack Skipper with a final draw and pass. And our MVP, dominant performance, has the final say in an entertaining game here from Forsyth Bar Stadium, where the South Island dominant in their win by 62 points to 10. So on behalf of Wairangi Kopu and the crew down here covering the New Zealand Rugby League's inaugural under-20s tournament from Forsyth Bar Stadium, thanks for watching Rugby League on Sky Sport, the home of Rugby League.